Okay, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and this is our first lesson and an overview about how to program a student registration system. Okay, his courses and registering also the teachers who work in this uni or this college or this school, and we'll be registering also the subjects. Okay, recording the subjects, recording the students, recording the teachers, and recording also the classrooms that are built from the student, the teacher, and the subject. Okay, and also we'll have later an overview about the registering subjects, how it's done. Okay, and this is a program totally, as the title says, uses TCL and TK, okay, and MySQL as a database backend for this standalone desktop application. Okay, sorry. Now, yep. Now I have to start first with the add new student and the edit student codes. Okay, and this is the add a new student. Okay, it has text validation. Okay, so if I add something like input validation, so if I said something like that and the telephone is a number, okay, must be an integer only. Okay, and I have also text validation. For example, the name, there's no name, the selected date, for example, and okay, so it will ask you for all the missing stuff, missing entries. And this is the edit student. Okay, and you can search for by student ID, okay, or by any one of them. If you have two, it will make an and between them, so you search, for example, student ID and, for example, date of birth is equals something like this. Okay, and if I just press like this, it will show the whole student list. Okay, now I've earlier added Mona. Okay, she's in Beirut. Okay, and she has this phone number and this birthday, and if you double click on it, okay, you will see whether you can delete a student or an update a student, or can change. For example, like if I said she's 1 year earlier, okay, and I can update this. Okay, and it has been updated, and it will refresh everything for you, so you'll have this list having the new date of birth. Okay, and now I have to show you the code, and of course there's the data input validation, the code of the edit student. Okay, now add new student. Okay, this is the add student. You have a whole procedure here. Okay, just to add a student into the database. Okay, and I have to tell you also that this code is the definition of the database. Okay, and yes, and I have, this is the definition of the widgets in my dialog boxes. Okay, or my applications, or my small scripts, those small scripts. Okay, so, and I have this for the gridding of the position and the locations of the widgets inside my window. Okay, so you can pause the code at any time just to see the whole code, and I advise you to write it yourself so you can understand what's going on. Okay, and you must have seen, okay, just to proceed with this series of lessons, okay, you must have seen the series of TCL for the beginners, all of it in my channel. Okay, Rani XLB, the channel. So proceeding with the edit student. Okay, I have one for search student, I have one for update student, I have one to delete student. Okay, and this one, okay, all those are procedures. Okay, and this one is using top level here, just to pop up that window similarly to this. Like when I do this and I get this new window here, I'm waving. Okay, so this window. So this is a procedure meant for that. Okay, and here the definition of the main window. Okay, of course. Okay, and I'm intentionally telling you all about this, but you might find it trivial. Okay, that I have this and I have this. It's just intentional, just to know how to organize your code. Okay, it's very important. And here, proceed with this. Okay, up to here. So this whole code is the definition of the widgets, and I have here the double click for the selected student. Okay, and I have also the position of all widgets inside the main window. Okay, now going back, okay, to the procedures. I have first a search procedure after I press the search button. Okay, so it's attached to this this function. Okay, or procedure is search student. Okay, and I'm creating an AND condition. Okay, all the way down. Okay, just to say at the end, select star from student where true, and whatever you've got from the condition. If there's nothing, it will replace nothing here, so there's no condition, just everything is true. Okay, and every record is true, by the way, it has a value of true, it's a reality. So, and I'm ordering everything by student ID, and this is how I'm setting it into the list box. Okay, and also if you notice, see, I have the records are set as every field with a semicolon between them, like as if it's a CSV file, but this way is easier. So when you select something, you can grab it into the text in the top level window. Okay, and it will be easier to put them in every field alone. Okay, but rather than using different list boxes for every field, okay, which will be harder to edit and change in the application, okay, for anything. So just dump the data as is and let the user understand that this row contains this and this and this. Okay. Okay, and even if he did not understand, he will know from the data. Okay, he'll know from the data that this is what's inside the data. Okay, so that this is an address, this is a telephone. It's just from the format, he'll understand. Okay, even if it's not mentioned. At least the title tells you that this is about students. And I'm also using here a split command. okay, just to split the ID, and therefore I can and split the whole row, and I can directly fill it. I don't have to go back to that database just so I get the student number 1. Okay. Okay, now so I have also, this is the selected student form, okay, and it's almost the same, so I'm splitting the row as I said. Okay, I split these lines, and here I am having the whole definition of the top level. Okay, and then I'm gridding everything here, and I said like the longest lifespan is like for us humans is 120, so I'm just going back 120 years. Okay, so that's why I get you can have like from now, okay, you don't know, maybe some old man wants to learn, doesn't matter. Okay, but this is our lifespan. Okay, and yeah, and where are the buttons? Yeah. Okay, so when the button is pressed, this is the update student, and also the delete student over here. Code is taken and executed, and I go to the delete student, okay, if I want to, and if I want to I can go to the update student, and the teacher code, okay, it's very much the same. Okay, okay, so we have guests in my house, doesn't matter. Okay, I have to proceed until I finish this video, so I'm just so lazy to finish videos. Okay, and let's go now to the subjects. Okay, I'm using the same fashion of work. Okay, just to have a script for editing, a script for adding. Okay, and it goes the same way, like you have a top level window and pops up, and just in the top level you edit that specific student, okay, or specific item, okay, they're talking about, or okay. So so now yeah, so now we talk about editing subject and editing and adding a subject, sorry. Yep. Okay, sorry if I'm making your eyes crossed. Okay, but just bear with me. So this is our new subject. Okay, it's very much the same. You just copy paste the code and change and add the required fields. Okay, from this, because you start with one. For example, I started by the student code, okay, and then I copied many of the design issues and things, sorry, the subject, and just changed the fields that I want, okay, and field names, okay, and checked whatever needs to be checked, okay, accordingly. So so I have here the definition for the add subject, okay. So must go to close all this, school, and open this, run, and open this and run. Okay, So this is adding. Okay, this is what's inside my add subject, and this is the editor of the subject. You see it's the same. Now add new subject here. Okay, and also this is the whole code for the add subject. Okay, and this will show text. Okay, this show text, subject, description, text, get. Okay, just trying to remember why did I write this code here. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Just you are just oh yeah, just saying that you've added this subject. Okay, and and this is the validation over here. Okay, also this is the query that you want to insert it, this new subject. Okay, and I'll scroll down, wait for a little while just so you can read the code. You can pause anytime. Okay, and then I edit the subject. Okay, so I have a search subject, I have a show selected subject description, I have an update subject, and I have delete subject, and here I have show selected subject form. Okay, a top level window. Okay, and I have to just tell you something also. Okay, just before this point, okay, I have to tell you that this is the definition of my widgets. Okay, over here, this is in the main window. Okay, and this is the double click, so that will pop up the new window. Okay, and okay, this is also when I click every time on one of the selected subjects. Okay, and this is the grid here. Okay, of how the widgets are set inside the window. And I have what I wanted to tell you is that I have this list variable. Okay, it's a global one, so whenever I click, this is my session subjects. Okay, so whenever I click on one of the subjects, it will change. Okay, so when you search, okay, it will fill this list of descriptions with all the descriptions that has been queried. Okay, from this last query, from this last search, and they're saved in that variable. Okay, so whenever you click, it will go to the index, okay, of the list box. Okay, and that index is the very much same index inside this global list variable. Okay, the list of descriptions. So as long as you're moving the selection inside the list box, okay, it will change this into the same index of the list of descriptions, global variable. Okay, and they point at the same index. So number 1 in the list box is the same as number 1, okay, inside the list of descriptions global variable. Number 20 is the same as that. So they are synchronized this way. Okay. Okay, so I have those subjects. Okay, so if you have a subject that has been used, okay, and recorded in a classroom, okay, because a classroom is a teacher and a time or a date and a week in the week, or time in the week, and the subject. So if that classroom uses the subject, okay, this means the subject is being used inside the database. So I will not allow, or I will disallow deleting the subject. If this subject is new, very much new, and still has not been published, okay, so this is the delete subject is allowed and it's active. So the update subject also works here. Okay, so you can just update, and there is also that asks you whether you can update or not update. Okay, so this is updating, close, and if you delete, it will be deleted. Okay, same, it will ask you. So this is our program here in the edit subject, and okay, so this is the search subject. You have to check the conditions, okay, and build up the conditions statement here inside the select statement here. Okay, okay, now this is the show selected subject description. So this is the global list of descriptions, okay, which is set by the search subject procedure, okay, and the current selection, okay, is the same. See, I get the same selected index, is the same selected index inside the index here, okay, the index, okay, of the list of descriptions, because index gives you the list element, okay, at that index. Okay, so our list here is list of descriptions, okay, and I have also update subject, okay. Okay, so I'm getting also the names and these prices, description, blah blah, okay, and I have also here the delete subject, okay. Now the ID and name and price are taken from, where is the update here, over here, okay. Yep, see, now this is just to go to the update subject, I must go through this one. So this is the description of the top level, okay, and the definition of the widgets, okay. Now of course we said we have this update button, okay, and I'm using updates here, okay. So directly I'm taking the top subject ID and get here from the subjects of from the widgets here. So similarly, okay, in the same way, just send them to the update subject, okay. And you've seen, I think, the delete subject ID, okay. I know I'm repeating, but it's just good to see. And okay, so this is delete, okay, and show selected subject form, okay. Now, and as I told you, I'm using the CSV files way of splitting the rows. This way, splitted row, and you're splitting it, okay, into the ID and name, price, okay. Of course, the selection is saved in the global variable. The description, sorry, is saved in the global variable. So here there is no need for global variable. I mean the splitting over here, because the rows does not contain or don't contain the descriptions. Okay. Right. Now close all. student and the teacher and the subject already, okay, and just for your assurance, or just making you feel safe that there's a teacher, so I guess I'll use the teacher form, okay, and here are my teachers, okay, very much the same as the students, okay. Now okay, now I have to go with the register students and subjects, so I will open this with Kate and the editor and open the program, okay. So this is the heart of our program almost, okay. So all that work just to see, just to reach this point, which is the hardest one, by the way, okay. It's mainly not in just adding and saving data, no, it's just in controlling the user's actions, okay, when he uses the application, okay, whatever he enters. So first of all, I have to click look up student registration, okay, and I just mentioned his ID, of course, because students will always, and many of you were students and I was a student in a uni, and everybody goes with the, goes to this teacher and tells him that this is my ID, okay. So for example, I must say this is number 1, and of course there's data validation, so if we want to go look up, okay, again, and so like for example blah blah blah, if I said press enter, it will complain. So of course the event here is pressing enter, okay. The button has buttons has no meaning in it, because people do that usually, okay. Buttons have no meaning, okay. So I say, for example, number 1, okay, and a classroom ID. For example, of course, classrooms are usually printed to the students, so that's why you must know them. But sorry, I've moved over or stepped over the classroom thing. So I would say add new classroom. This is run. So, and also I have a refresh for the student list and the teachers list and the subjects list, and you can create a new classroom, okay. And to tell you that there's conflict, like if I say to you where is it, okay, edit classroom, and I run the classroom. So this is lookup classrooms, okay. So if I take the same day, and I also have the top level, very much the same, doesn't change, and I have also refresh list for over here, okay. And okay, and I must show you the codes for them. Okay, just a minute. And I have the edit classroom, okay. So I have here the add classroom code, okay. So this is the add, and this is the refresh list, okay. And this is the definition of the widgets, okay, inside the add, okay. Just have a memory of visual memory of this, okay. And this is the grid, okay, how they are located, okay, and positioned inside the window, okay. And add classroom, of course, when you click add classroom button, it will go through the command add classroom, going then to proc add classroom, okay. and you're taking the classroom number and the day and the hour and the minute, blah blah, okay, and then you inserting it. Of course you are making sure that this classroom does not exist, okay. If there's a classroom the same time and same day, okay, in the same room, okay, this means this classroom conflicts with the one that you are trying to add, okay. And this is refresh lists. Oh, sorry. Okay, so first, when I refresh the list, of course I must disable the teacher and the teacher list and subject list and the buttons, okay. Okay. But by the way, the subject list and teacher list should not be disabled; they have to be refilled. Sorry. Okay. But you disable the buttons for the update and the delete and everything inside the inside that window. Okay. Now this is the edit classroom. So I have an update classroom, and I have delete classroom, and you have lookup classrooms when you search for them, and you have selected classroom form, okay, which is the pop-up top level window. See, top, okay, and this is the refresh list in the top level, okay, and this is the refresh list in the main window, and this is the definition of the widgets here. Okay, and I have the double click also, in the editor, okay, and of course the classroom editor, and I have the other buttons for lookup and refresh, okay, and then you have the grid of the main window, and also I have the update classroom, okay. Before this I must go through the show selected form, okay, the selected classroom form. So because this is how you work, okay, you start with the selected classroom form, then you make the update, okay, work whenever you want it, or the delete. So this is the code. And here are my buttons for the update and the delete. They will be called, and the refresh, okay. Okay, and delete classroom, okay. There will be here I will ask about the delete classroom, okay. So it will ask whether you want to delete it or not. If yes, it will go and delete, okay. And also in the update similarly, okay, it will check for the data if it's correctly entered and written and typed, okay. If everything is cool, it will say, you say yes, and it will be updated, okay. And of course I close the window right away after I update. So that's the edit classroom. This is add a new classroom. Also I have to close it. So I have also to show you the code of the register subjects, and we'll stop over here, okay, after this explanation. I have made a list remove function here because I'll need it, because what I've done is that whatever I have retrieved from the database, I only show them on my list box over here, okay. And whatever I add, okay, or delete, I put their primary keys or their record number, okay, like the classroom, like here we're talking about the classroom ID, okay. So I'm saving those IDs inside a global variables. So whenever you press the delete, okay, it will not be really deleted, okay. They are just deleted from the list or added to the list to be deleted, and removed from the list to be added, okay. And this is the those are global to the program, so the changes are just saved temporarily there. If you close there, nothing will change, will be affected, okay. So first I'm looking up the student registration, okay. I'm checking whether he has taken that subject, so you don't have to add it. Just by mistake you pressed enter, okay. And also it will check whether that subject exists, okay. And also if that student does exist, okay. Might he be not allowed to be a part or an element of this university, okay. You'll be wondering why I'm using puts just for debugging purposes, just to know what has been added and deleted as I add and delete. What are the IDs of classrooms that will be deleted and added, okay, later, okay. And okay, so this is just to retrieve everything that the student has in the database first of all, and then you have a function just to add this new classroom to this to this student, okay. Some student asks for to have this subject added to his current semester, okay, and he wants to register it and pays for it, okay. And then okay, I'm using the delete button over here just to delete something, and you notice as I told you that I'm using this, okay, to add, okay, and delete from the list. And as I told you, I'm using the L remove, so I remove from the list, by the way. And now this is just to finalize the registration, okay. So I loop over and parse the whole global variables of the added classrooms and delete classrooms, because you can delete a classroom for like the ones inside the retrieval, okay. Like when you retrieve first here, you have all this, okay. But maybe you want to delete one, and it's part of the all already registered, and they're already saved in the files of the database, okay. You can delete it also. Anyway, you'll understand later when I go in details. It's just an overview. So I have over from here to here the code to add, and okay, here also exactly here, okay. So if there is anything in this list, I can go through and proceed into the insert query, building the insert query, okay. And just I can also go through the delete Okay, the same way. And what I wanted to say, if what you have deleted was not inside the database already, like you retrieved, for example, 4 subjects and you've added the 5th subject, okay, but you did not write it into the database, and then you wanted to delete it by now, you can still delete it. And the one bad thing about it is that this temporarily added subject or classroom, sorry, it's not already there in the delete relationship, okay. And it's as if you're not deleting anything, so you'll be going through the whole relationship, classroom as to student relationship, okay. So it will go through the whole list, okay, for inside the table for nothing, okay, because it's not there, okay, but you have to do it anyway, okay. So it's a bad thing, I know, but you have to do it anyway, because this is the easiest way. It's just to make things a little bit faster in many things, okay, when you have so many people working, okay. And this is lookup student registration button, okay. So when you click the button, okay, it will clear and disable some of the buttons and things like this, okay. And this is our code, okay. And this is our application. I hope you liked my I think it was bad, okay, the explanation, but I hope it's okay, and thanks for watching.